Hey man, this is Joe. It's like almost 3:15, right? So, just want to try to get this covered real quick. I'm unable to do the migration. Once I change the IP on that address, man, it's just not going to be, it's just not going to work. Uh, I'm gonna put this like at 13, so I got it. Trying to set a timer because I want to keep this video as closest to the limit as possible. So it's going to be about 13 minutes, 14 minutes. Okay, man. So like your mobile, I'm on your builder. I'm on your CMS. Okay, and I switched it to mobile view, and I don't see the call button, right? So just to see your competition, this is Duda. I don't mind the Duda platform. They actually have some decent crap. But they also have this in our Elementor that we like to use. It's in the bottom of the CMS grid tools. You go to the bottom and you can switch the view. So this guy that they used previously had already done this, right? I really would have rather it had been closer over here. Because take a look at the sandwich bars. When you hit the sandwich bars, it turns into an X and it only covers half the page, and these are dead center in the middle. Okay, that's pretty important because we are known for high conversion sites. People are usually sent to me that, hey, you want to get Joe can help you get business, right? And that's what they'll usually say. These four buttons, these four boxes, so I'll take you just back to the page outside of the CMS. If you go back here, I mean, look how impressive this is. Because I just did some modifications of a site that they got snookered on. They paid $3 grand for supposedly a custom site, and it's a Duda, so it's off the shelf. Yeah, it's proprietary, their language, but they do that for, protecting who they are. But I did a cash offer real quick. It only went to the contact page. I really wanted it to go to a pop-up, but I wasn't going to continue to do all this work for free because I've already spent 3 hours one time and another 2 hours, and they paid this other guy and he wasn't helping at all, right? So I just kind of used what they had. Same thing here. Get your cash offer. It goes to this contact form, and I actually had to put the word property info to make it feel like, oh, this is where I put my information in, right? And those guys are pretty quick. I mean, they're lightning fast at contacting leads. That's a good thing about them. Okay, so you can see where my business acumen takes it from design development. It's got to be sexy, cool, technically accurate, but it's going to promote a result, and that result is conversion. Okay, these were dead buttons, but you can see I've got them live. So I did this for them, took them to About Us here. Look how fast and clean it works, right? Helpful meant avoid foreclosure. So it's just anchoring to other pages. In the CMS, it's real easy to make a button, connect to a link, and then you typically have a drop down of what do you want to connect it to within the site, unless you're going to add something external. We buy houses, a simple process, right? All this is on the home page at the break and above. You see that? Confidential and safe. I really would have changed that icon to something else. But anyway, success stories, right? And it really lended itself to one of these that talked about the guys. So relevant content. And then the other place, if they got, then the next thing on the mobile, like if you see this, the next thing on the mobile was checking my timer. Got 9 minutes. Okay. The other thing on mobile, when you get down to the bottom, so if you see just in short brevity, right? Menu pops up half page. There's an X for it. The button takes me there. Boom. These buttons take me to content, and then there was another button of these. Boom. Get it there. Then I got to video. So within 3 panels, not even a full scroll on the mobile. So let's say 1.5. They got to the heart of everything, right? And then read our testimonials with support for, and I don't know if you've read that article about the 5 things that create a high conversion site, especially in that first section at the fold and above, right? So anyway, so that's where I'm at. This doesn't work. Let me go to your full page without being in the builder. So this goes to a 404, unless it's going to work now. Oh, there it is. That's a 404. It did let me go back, hopefully. Yep. That's a 404. These are not live, and I don't get the warm and fuzzy off of those, so they're just filler. Videos there, read testimonials. Oh, that doesn't work. And these actually were self-anchored as well. Let me show you on the. So all we wanted was a replication. I didn't want to say clone because I don't like using that word. But these guys paid this other dude a lot of money, and this content came from these guys because they came from a big agency who's also my client that know what the hell they're doing, and they had plenty of time to put this right stuff together, right? So I can tell you from this side of it, my experience with the real estate investment world, that they're dead on with the content, the knowledge, and the format of it. So we didn't want to screw with it. I just was surprised they didn't come to me, but they didn't come to me because of the relationship with their old partner, right? And I get it, but roundabout way, they wound up back to us, right? So I just charge them a little bit of money on top of this $5,000-$6,000 a month campaign they're doing. But when you get down here, the contact us works, but see, I anchored those. That guy didn't do cool stuff like that, right? And look how fast it works. I mean, click, boom, right? Easy process. Where's it go? Sell your house? Do you need to sell your house? See that? It's going to relevant content just even off the pictures. So I'm getting those pop scores from Google. So cash offers goes where? How does it work? Yeah, see? Okay, so you can see that. Now, the guy that did this for them, he did a statement and a button. I mean, it's a picture. Why not use the picture for what it's meant for? So there's your frequently asked questions. Okay, so I left his 2 and I modified the other 4, right? The compare goes to the compare page. So all this is the original setup. And you see the scrolling testimonials? Those are pretty slick. When you buy your house, right? Let's see. Do we have that? Yeah, when you buy your house. So I guess did you match the font to the font of the logo? Looks like it, right? Because obviously this cat was using something else. You can tell, right? And he had the sticky header. We like that sticky header. It was also, more of a moving part. It looks like you copied it quite a bit. The only thing is we need, this is yours, right? These don't go nowhere, okay? The only thing we need is to get those live, and I need that to get to the actual form, and I need that on the mobile. Like hotels book now, e-commerce sites buy now, right? Pretty important. Instead of sticking it in the cart, I mean, anybody can stick it in the cart, but if they're ready, we want them to execute instead of making people jump through hoops. The less clicks possible, the quicker the content can be up front, the better the user experience and the better the result, right? If I've already raised my hand by clicking a link and I've got some cool extensions and we're pretty bad on when it comes to Google. If I got a guy coming here off of a Google ad that I've created, chances are they're ready to give info because they're not going to do it on the Google ad. But I've also created that on the Google ad. But all of it is held up because I'm waiting to push the fire hose at the right site. This one, this guy's not going to help us. He's not going to back us up. And there, he was kind of threatening that the hosting would end. So I'm just trying to help the client out who was over a barrel with their developer or their web guy, right? The website guy. So, and that's what we want to do because we've got a large monthly campaign budget. They're willing to do $6,000 to $8,000 a month because the group they came from, we were doing 10 to 15 and blowing their hair back. So anyway, there it is, man. I was unable to change IP tonight. Um, we just need to go through those things. So, and that's cool. Let's just go through it. Let's make sure. If you want to do a screen-to-screen share, and we do one thing at a time, that's fine. Or if you want a list, I can send you a list via email. But you know, these things need to work. You know, they don't work. Um, and those are just cross-linking the pages, and it just what it does is it helps developing. You know, it's like a link to Facebook. But I need something to pop up pretty quick. Pop up pretty quick. You know, if you want to do a pop-up instead of going to the contact form page, I only did that because that was kind of a shit setup that guy did. I mean, it's just not, to me, wasn't quality with the way we know how to do it, right? Okay, man. Appreciate your help. It's 3:20. Thanks so much.